this is why I hate St. Patrick's Day. And we're gonna cut straight to the point. Welcome to Talk to Me Thursday. I'm breaking out, so I need to wrap this up quick so I can shower. But basically, this is the reason why I hate St. Patrick's Day. And from how I look and the nails and the pictures I took today, you would think this is my favorite holiday. But that's why we're changing it. So back when I think I was 13 or 14, I think I was 13 turning 14, I went to my friend's house for March break, so for a week. And March break is always like near St. Patrick's Day, I feel like. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm not. I'm also trying to take off my nails right now, so that's why I look like I'm struggling a little bit. But anyways, so we have a great week. I do so many things that week, and then a couple days before I have to go back home, my phone breaks. I had like an iPhone 6 at the time, and I went to go turn it on. Me and my friend were getting ready to leave the house, and my phone's not turning on. So I ended up calling my grandma somehow. I don't know how, probably my iPad, because I did have my iPad with me. And I called my grandma and I'm like, hey, I need you to take me to the Apple store, because like we're in like a really small town. So she ended up taking me to an Apple store, and they're like, basically your phone is fucked, you need a new phone, you can get the newest one for like $2,000. And I'm like, I'm 12 or 13, how do you think I have $2,000? Like, it just costs as much as like a computer. And I'm like, and you think I have that kind of money? Are you crazy? So we leave, and then basically I'm just phoneless the rest of the trip. So I ended up taking like a Greyhound bus from my town to her city, to her town, and it's my time to leave. At least I have my iPad, everything's chill. So I get on the bus, you know, can't even listen to music, can't do nothing on this iPad. And then finally I get to Toronto, and I have no idea where I'm supposed to go. The main bus terminal is like closed because they like shut that one down and like they changed locations, whatever. So I'm like sitting in the middle of downtown Toronto freaking out because I have no idea where to go. I'm like 13, I don't have a phone, I have this massive luggage, and I feel freaking lost. So I'm like freaking out. I'm trying to call my mom, trying to connect to internet, trying to figure something out. And this man walked past me and he's like, where are you trying to go? And I'm like, I'm going to my town. I'm not gonna say where I live. And he was like, oh, I also live there. I'm gonna go get a green beer because it's St. Patrick's Day, and I'll meet up with you later and I'll help you get to the bus. And I'm like, weird, no. And then he's like going off and telling me that he has his dead brother's ashes in his guitar case and he's going to look for his other brother, that's why he's going to my city and all this stuff. And I'm like, what the hell? I end up sitting in a Starbucks on the floor for like 4 hours is how long I had to wait to get on my bus. 4 freaking hours. So finally, after 4 hours of sitting on the Starbucks floor, I go to like the bus place where I'm supposed to go because I end up finding it. And I'm like, I'm just gonna walk around until I find somewhere. And then I end up going on the bus, and like I remember the guys giving me like a hard time trying to get on this bus, and I'm like, I need to get on this bus, I need to go home. So fast forward, I'm on the bus and I put like my backpack beside me because I don't want this creepy friggin' man to sit next to me. And he like walks past and he like looks at me and gives me a dirty look because I won't let him sit next to me. I'm like, I'm a child. I'm like, no, this man is not sitting next to me on this freaking bus for like, and the bus ride's like 10 freaking hours, and Toronto from my house is like 4 or 5 hours. So anyways, we get home, where I get back to my city, and my parents were supposed to pick me up at the bus terminal, and they weren't there because they were at like the restaurant having drinks waiting for me to get there, and I couldn't contact them to tell them I was there because I didn't have a freaking phone. So here I am trying to use this payphone, and it's not working, and I didn't even have the money. Like, I had nothing, literally nothing. So, I'm trying to use the payphone, it's not working, and this guy's like yelling at me, and like, he's like, how about we, like, he wasn't really yelling at me, but he like, get a cab with me back to like, you know, this, like, your town, blah, blah, like, I have to go there too, we can get a cab together, blah, blah, and I'm like, I am not getting in a freaking car with you, like, that is creepy as hell. So then, my parents pull up, and this man starts screaming at my parents, like, why would you leave this girl without a phone, like, she was freaking out, da da da, like, freaking out on my dad and my mom. And then we go home and everything's fine. And it was just like a scary and like, I don't know why, because my brother also went, but I don't know why me and my brother didn't have like the same bus, or like why we didn't come home together. I have no idea what was going through the headspace when we booked the like trip there, because it was just me and my one brother that went. But it was crazy. And then I literally went down south, and I was like 13 or 14, literally to meet a freaking boy, and my parents were just chill with it. That's the first time I ever smoked also, is when I was on that trip. But it was a great trip. It was very interesting. But that is basically why I don't like St. Patrick's Day, because it freaks me out. I don't even know why like that story makes me so against it. I think it was just like trauma, and it was like freaky. There's gotta be another reason why I don't like St. Patrick's Day, because there's no way. I mean, it's not like that great of a holiday, but like, I don't know, maybe if I knew like the traditions of St. Patrick's Day I would understand, but like, I just, you know, the leprechaun, and that's it. Like, my fiance today, he didn't know what St. Patrick's Day is because he's Cuban, and I'm like, hey honey, like, I sent him like the funny pictures that I took, whatever, and he's like, what? And I'm like, he's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, it's St. Patrick's Day. He's like, I don't know what that is. And I'm like, it's the day of the leprechaun. And he's like, what are you freaking talking about, honey? And this is what he said. It's so funny. He said, right here. Well, if today is the day of the goblins, happiness to the dwarf of the world. I'm like, it's not a goblin, it's a leprechaun? What? I just thought it was so funny. But anyways, that's my little short Talk to Me Thursday this week, because we're just talking about St. Patrick's Day, and I need to go shower and get this stuff off my face. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you next week with another Talk to Me Thursday. Peace out. Or what is something that the leprechauns say? I don't know. Goodbye.